Just a minute, David.
Okay, we can just give me a few more seconds. Can you hear me?
Okay, so are you able to hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry?
Sorry, David?
Now I can hear myself? No, it's okay.
Okay. How can I press?
Hi guys. Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
I think that
We have to print this thing. Screenshot it out.
I need to go there now. Just give me a minute, David.
Okay. I'm playing with the app, so that's fine.
Okay.
If you connected the audio, you can connect. That's
Okay. Okay, is everyone ready? Okay, somebody else can connect to the project. Is it okay now?
Yes, I can hear very well.
Okay, fine. Okay, so all set now. So we can start with the review. So who is going to present first? Yes, Aaron.
Hi David. Hi Gerald.
Hi.
So we'll start with 194 polishes.
So did we manage to give a universal solution for all
Yes.
the issues? Really? Wow, it's great.
So
Okay.
it took some time, but finally achieved it.
Great.
Okay.
Great
So
news. Yeah.
the first in the priority out of the 7 that you prioritized, we managed to complete all the first 5. So the first one was once we scan a QR, unlock QR code by scanning it, the call to action should be disappeared. So that is done right now. Just a second.
Demo?
We'll just share my screen.
I'll share my screen.
Okay. Then I think I should stop sharing.
David, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen, yes.
So I'll just go and scan. So I'll just scan this QR code. So now I've scanned it. So let me just say later. And if we go back to the process.
Okay. Okay, and how about Unit 1? Because there's no code for unlocking level 1.
No, David. This code is for the level 2 and 3, and this one is for the activity. I mean,
so level 1 would be a free level, or
Yeah, but if I want to unlock level 1, how should I do that?
Actually, David, the level 1 was provided to everyone as a free one, right? So,
Just Unit 1 is provided for free. Level 1 displays the QR code, the call to action row, and you should be able to unlock Unit 2, Unit 3, etc. And in every level, it's the same. So in every level, we have Unit 1 that is free. If you go to level 1, you can see all that.
So we have to add another code for the level 1 also. Am I correct, David?
Yes, exactly.
We can do that, David. We'll do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one.
Just a second, we'll connect another device and show that.
So it's just a question of a QR code, right? No functionality.
Yeah, okay, okay.
We can add another code, David. That's not an issue.
Yeah, but in my version of the app, sorry, I'm already testing the app. It says when I go to level 2, sorry, I go to level 2, I tap the call to action row, tap let's go, I scan the QR code that you sent me in the morning, and it says code not recognized, sorry, but there doesn't seem to be a digital resource related to that QR code. And could you show your code again? Maybe it's a question of a QR code.
No, David, it's the same code which I had sent you. It's the same zip file, qrcodes.zip. The same one I've extracted now. I'm showing the things.
Okay, so it doesn't work for me. Sorry.
We'll check it again. We'll check it again, David. I mean, he
If
said.
you want, I can show it to you. I can share my screen and show it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, David. He says the level QR codes is not getting recognized. That not recognized pop-up is coming for him.
Did you want to see my screen then?
Yes, David. I mean, it would be.
Okay, so let me just go and touch the wire. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Okay, here I am. Right, so I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, David.
Yes, David.
Okay. Right. Okay, sorry about that.
No, it's okay if you just. Okay, fine.
Uh-huh. Okay. Again. There seems to be a problem with QuickTime Pro.
That's not a problem, David. You can just show your device's screen in the camera. It would.
Okay, all right, let's do it then. Okay, how to stop sharing? Okay, here we go. All right, so I made sure that I'm running the latest version.
Okay.
So I'm here.
Okay.
I tap, sorry, I tap Epic 2, right? So here I am. Tap this one, I can see the screen.
Okay.
I tap let's go.
Okay.
And now I'm going to scan a QR code for level 2.
Okay.
Done. And it says that code has not been recognized.
Okay.
And the same is with when I scan a QR code for an activity. It also says that it hasn't been recognized. So there is a problem here, right? Because I tried to scan a QR code, and well, the activity simply doesn't open. Moreover, if I go to my profile and at the bottom I have "Let's go" for registration, I can see this one. Let's go. The login page goes here, right? So there's no login page.
David, I think you're still in older version, I guess.
Yeah, the login page goes here. Yeah.
Oh, I can see there. It's 16. It's 16. So how should I? Because okay, now it says update. Sorry about that. Now it says update because I removed the app from the phone and installed it, but for some reason it installed version 16. Sorry about that. I'm terribly sorry. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry. Okay, so let me see it now.
Okay.
Okay. Right. Brilliant. Okay, very good. Sorry. I'm terribly sorry. Okay.
No problem, David.
David.
Okay, so let's continue.
Yeah. Okay. I'll share my screen again. We'll continue.
Mm-hmm.
Is my screen visible, David?
Yes.
Okay.
So, I just start from the beginning here. So when you type any level, you can see the first unit will be open by default. So that is the two. So when you click on any other unit, so the earlier one will get collapsed and the clicked unit only will come there. So that was the third one. Only one unit should be expanded at a time. So now for the fourth one, so I just download some lesson from a lesson view.
I can't hear you. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, now I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Actually,
once
David,
it is downloaded,
your voice is breaking.
Well, I couldn't hear you for a few seconds too, so okay, it's better now. It's okay on my side.
Okay.
so once it is downloaded from the lesson view, when it go back, it will be updated in the unit. So you can see that the lessons are not collapsed, but the icons got updated.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So that is the fourth one, and so for the fifth one, actually we had a discussion right there with. So if individual activities are downloaded.
Only if all the activities inside an unit, right? Lesson is getting down. I mean, are downloaded. Only then we'll be able to hide the cloud icon. Till then, the icon will remain there.
Mm-hmm.
We had a discussion. Yeah, that is yesterday in the Scrum.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So I guess we can show the scenario in the story.
Okay. So for the first one, I'll show the first one again here. So I just tap the call to action row here. So I just say let's go. I'm scanning on a level QR code. So now it says it's valid. I'll just close it for the time being.
Okay.
So when you go back to that courses, the call to action will be removed.
No, actually, it's not up to. Yeah. Okay.
So right now we're just simply having on cure and scanning it and removing the call to action row. So later we need to have some logic to it.
Okay, so when you tap unit 2, what's going to happen?
It will be open.
Okay, and if you go to lesson? Okay, it's disabled, right? And the call to action row did not disappear here.
Okay. Okay, so this will be.
So what should happen actually is, first of all, the call to action row must disappear from here, and this is part of this story. Secondly, well, this should not be disabled anymore, and we should be able to download this lesson. Okay, and is it possible that we can complete it in the next sprint by Friday, for example?
Yeah, sure, David.
Okay, then it's fine. So we need to add another story in order to fix this bug, and we're going to include it in the next sprint. So, and I would love to have a new build containing this fix by Friday, if possible.
Yeah, sure, David.
Okay, brilliant. That's brilliant. Very good.
I guess we can continue with the other stories.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
And continue. Is it all as for polishing and bug fixing?
Yes, David. 6 and 7, we are yet to complete it actually.
Okay, I have already put them in Jira, so we're not going to use the sheet anymore. I put them in Jira I put them in backlog. So we're going to include them in the next sprint, and we'll just fix them one by one in Jira. Okay, so we're not going to use the sheet anymore. I might use the sheet for my purposes just when doing the testing. Instead of putting everything in Jira immediately, I might use the sheet. But whenever I encounter a bug or there's any enhancement needed, then I'm going to put them in Jira as we established this morning. Okay?
Yeah.
Sure, David.
Okay.
okay. So moving on to the next story, PEMOB 197. This is just sharing task.
Demo.
The CUI bugs all are done. This, so
Yeah.
The sheet
You can open that. The sheet will be attached in the story.
touch target for the buttons. I'll show this.
Bit louder.
No.
This is the touch bound.
The close button, right?
Yes. This is where.
What happened?
1 minute time.
Just a minute, David.
Okay. So let me add a new story to Jira, the one that we discussed with Azul.
This touch target for button should extend the bound. This close button, like
The touchable area was very less previously, David. Now it has been changed. I mean, the touchable area has been increased.
Hmm?
So, I mean, we cannot show you in the over here, but then if you use it, you'll be able to see the difference.
Yes. Yes, and I could see that. So that's fine.
and spinner design.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I could see the spinner design, and it works very well.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Animation
will come
and,
along with that.
yes. And added a shadow effect in the courses. Shadow effect and course name should be added in.
This is the shadow effect.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Before
So,
that,
in the previous build, this shadow effect was not present, David, and the
now it's
now it's added, and
the course name.
Course name is also added along to the grid of the grid view. This one.
Okay, very good.
That's all.
This is also going to be evaluated by Nathan Harris. So if there are any minor differences between his designs and what has been implemented, he's definitely going to report that, and then we can get back to it. But from what I could see, everything that I reported has been already implemented.
Okay.
At least in my eye.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll continue with the other stories. PEMOB 48. As a user, I will be able to log in to browsing the content assigned to me account. So now I'm logging into the application. So as of now, we have just created a temporary login. The username is David, and we have no validation for the password. So we can type any password and we'll just log in. So after logging in, we'll display the username over here. Hello, David.
Mm-hmm.
And after signing out, the previous page will be getting displayed. The username will not get displayed here.
Okay. All right. So from what I could see, I found a bug. So please tap Let's Go.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm. And now tap X in the upper left corner. Close the view, please. Yeah. So you're taken to the Courses tab instead of staying in the mobile My Profile tab.
Actually, we are copying this screen, and so if I click the close button over here, I should be taken to the My Profile page.
Exactly.
Actually, what we have done here is, David, this one is the same as iOS navigation. So every screen we will just push and pop. So over here, because the default page is set, it will by default it will get navigated to the the courses page only.
Yes, but this is this is wrong actually, because it doesn't. Well, it's very poor user experience. It should go back to my profile. Right?
We can,
So we'll need to. I'm going to report that. That's one thing. And when you go to my profile again and you start logging in, could you do that? Let's go. Okay. And if you start typing in a password, so please tap the password field. Yeah, you can't see it. Right? So it needs to scroll up in order for you to see it, so that you can see what you're typing in. Right. So, but this is an enhancement, right? So that we need to put that. Okay. I'm gonna report all that to Jira.
Are you talking about this password toggle, David? Disable and enable toggle?
No. If you stop typing in a password, the keyboard is going to hide the password field. Well, you've just scrolled, so now it's visible. But when you do it the first time, yeah, it looks like that, and it's well, in a bigger screen, it's not going to be a problem, but it needs to scroll.
Okay, David, got it. You can fix it in the UI things.
Yeah, I'm going to report that to Jira. Okay.
Okay, David. So moving on to the other ones, PEMOB 195.
Okay.
As a user, I want to see view presenting the download progress when I try to open an activity.
Okay, so hi David, Ramkumar here.
Hello.
So 195. So I need to show the activity when the download is happening after scan the QR code. So let me the QR code. So I'll just scan it. So after scanning, it will show the activity has not been downloaded. So after pressing on OK, so I will be redirected to downloading activity. So once the download is completed, I'll be redirected to the activity.
Good. That's it.
Yeah. So do you have any queries on this, David?
No. I need to test it in order to see if there are any bugs there. But no, that's what it was supposed to be. Very good.
Okay. So next one is PEMOB 193. So as we explained, actually this is the progress bar indicator in Android. This issue is actually here we have checked in some devices it is coming and some devices it is not coming. And so we have identified the root cause of it, because in Android actually it is not, the duration is not fetching properly. So that was the main cause of this issue, and I just able to solve, try to fix it off, but I couldn't actually solve it.
Okay. So it's going to be a spill-off for the next sprint. Is that correct?
Yes, but in some devices it is coming, and in some it is not. Actually, it is properly coming. So we are not sure actually in which devices. But so the root cause is actually for Android, the plugin actually for Android, the video player plugin, it's not fetching the duration. So due to that issue, the progress bar indicator, the blue color, we can't able to see it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could see that it does work on some Android devices. But well, let's continue that in the next sprint.
Yeah, sure, David. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and next one is PEMOB 39. I'll give it to Maha.
Hi David, regarding PEMOB 39, as a user I want to see a scan help view. Scan a QR code for an activity of a product. I do not access to unlock a product. I'll show the demo now.
Now this one will be hidden, right?
Yeah, the way actually previously LLS showed the demo, so it's now hidden now.
We'll run another build
If-
and show it in.
Okay, but when you open scan, when you tap scan,
Yes.
yes, you can see the help button here in the lower right corner.
Yes, the way.
No, actually, we had. I'll just show this thing.
Okay, so this is the screen. Okay, well, because this screen should appear. Yeah, the previous screen. Could you show the previous screen?
Yes, Ravi.
Okay, so this screen should appear when you tap help, when you have the scanner.
In the scan page, you're saying it the way.
Yeah, I know, but in the scan, actually, let me open it.
He's saying that if we click help from here also.
Okay, it's not in the description actually. It's not in the description. And the description talks only about this. Says only about this scenario that you listed. So that's fine. That's fine because the same should happen when you tap help. But we are going to have a separate story for that. So that's fine.
Okay.
We can
Actually, this process was implemented in the previous sprint, as far as I remember. But okay, so we'll have a separate story for that.
Okay.
Task is okay.
We'll move on to next story.
Moving on to PEMOB 196. David, should I show a separate demo again because it's the same as RAM, whatever he had shown now. So now the QR codes are universal. We aren't including the version number over here, and this is the format in which we have created the QR code: /level1, /unit1, lesson1, skill1, and activity1.
Okay, just let me see it on my phone, and I'm going to confirm it.
Okay, David.
Very good.
Moving on.
Okay, done. Confirmed.
Okay. So moving on to PEMOB 42.
Yeah. So the next one is, as a user, I want a newly unlocked level to be set a default and allow me to access easily the newest level. That is by when the user scans the new level, we need to set the default level. So I'll just scan the levels QR code.
Level 3. Okay, when you're scanning the code for level 3.
Level 2.
Level 2. Actually, this flickering issue is appearing right now. I mean, even we are wondering. So,
Well, I do not have it. It's on your device because it doesn't appear on my device.
okay, we'll just check it because we are connected to the QuickTime player. So maybe because of
Yes.
I think so. Yeah, I think this is the reason, right? Because it never appeared in my case.
Okay. So this guide page will be shown, and when I click on next button, it will ask for login. So we'll be registered, that is, will be shown the my profile page. So now when I kill the app and open it again, so level 2,
level 2 is set as the default.
level 2 is set as the default.
Okay. But as you can see, the call to action row is still there, right?
No, this is for the level 2.
Yeah,
This
well, we have already unlocked level 2.
Yes, David, but here.
Actually, he's saying
No, it isn't.
David, we'll just look into it, David.
No, actually, this is just we need to set the default course, default level.
I know. I'm not saying that it's a bug in this story, but this
Okay.
is an overall bug that I have already. Let me see. Let me see if it's a separate story, because I believe there was one about that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's PEMOB 46 in the next sprint. So as a user, I want the app to remember I have got access to a particular product to avoid the necessity to scan the code again. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we have a separate story for that. Okay, great.
Yeah, so that's all about this.
Okay, Maha. Okay, David, regarding PEMOB 7, as a user, I want to be able to log out to allow somebody else to use the app. So I'll show the demo here. Okay. Before that, we'll download something from the unit 1, so that while signing out, you can see whether the cloud icon is enabled or not. Okay. David, now I have been logged in to level 1, so that for downloading.
Okay.
Download lesson 2.
This loader also, it's the same problem, David.
Yeah.
QuickTime, because of the QuickTime player, it's not getting updated properly. I guess you're able to see it in your end.
Okay, I'll again go on to my profile. Now I'll give it on sign out.
Okay, but pay attention to the fact that sign out is different from what we have in the mockup.
The mockup design.
The color of the font is different, and I believe the size of the font is different too.
Again, we had a discussion regarding this. The buttons will appear in the native style as per Android and as per iOS. But if you want to change the button as per the Android's one for iOS also.
Font size is color
Well, no. It was, well, we discussed having the title in the upper left corner or in the center, and that's what the story, what the discussion was about. Not about the colors of the fonts. No. So it should be so the styles for iOS should be taken from Android here. Definitely,
Okay.
right? Because currently, as far as I know, Nathan does not update the iOS designs anymore, right? We're just focusing on Android. But the only difference is that we should have the titles of screen should be in the middle in iOS, but all other things should be the same in both Android and iOS. So we should apply the same style to sign out and any other screen in both platforms.
Okay, then we can make it.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything complicated, so it shouldn't be a big deal.
Okay, David. This is the pop-up that it will inform the user, do you really want to sign out? If I give on the yes, all the downloaded contents will be deleted and you'll be redirected to the previous page. Again, if you move on to courses, you can see the download icon will be enabled. Wait a second, it's getting okay.
What device is it? What device are you using? What device are you using?
iPhone 5s, David.
Is it so slow?
No, David, it's due to we are connecting with QuickTime, right? So it's getting delayed.
I see. Okay. Okay.
It was not the case when we had, when we were testing the week.
Yeah, because I have never seen anything like that. I tested it a number of times on different iPhones, and none has been so slow. That's why I was so surprised. Okay.
I guess.
Should we try with a different phone?
Yes.
Okay.
6S.
Okay, very simple. Download this thing from this flight. Just a minute, David. We'll just install the test flight build in another phone, 6S.
Mhm.
See, now this one is coming properly. Actually, David, the issue was because of that phone, I guess. Now, in here also the spinner is coming properly.
Mhm.
After sign out, you can see the lesson 2 icon got enabled.
The contents are
Have been deleted and the icon has been updated.
Okay. I'm currently playing with it and trying to confirm it too.
Okay.
So let me see. Because I believe there might be a bug. Let me just check on that. Okay.
could you just tell us the scenario, David? Even we'll check it right now.
Ooh, crash. Okay, I see. So I know where. So let me just make sure that there is a bug. Let me repeat the steps. Ooh, okay, crash. All right, so we have a situation like that. So I'm not logged in, right? If I go to the list of units, right, nothing has been downloaded.
Okay.
Nothing has been downloaded yet. I'm downloading lesson 2.
Okay.
Right, has been downloaded.
Okay.
Now I'm logging in as David. Okay. AAA. Okay, so I'm logging in.
Okay.
Continue. Okay, I'm logged in.
Okay.
I'm going to courses. I can see that there is one lesson downloaded, and now I sign out. Do you really want to sign out?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I go to courses, crash. Okay.
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 And if I go back, I can see that all files are there. It's not a, well, there is a crash, so it's serious, but it's, well, it's not a very frequent scenario. So I just need to write it down, and I'm going to put it in Jira.
Okay.
Okay,
We'll
we'll
check it from.
from our side.
I'll stop sharing.
That's all from our end, right? Okay. So let me share my screen once. So David, so you mentioned few bugs. So you'll be creating them and linking them to their respective stories, right?
Yes, maybe not respective stories. I'd say that, well, I think that we can close the sprint.
Yeah, we can link the stories, but just for tracking, we can have the bug linked to that related story.
Well, if
It
you
will not-
want, yes, then why not? But what I wanted to do, what I wanted to suggest is that we simply close the sprint, maybe not open a new one, but we can do the sprint backlog grooming then and sprint planning now. But before that, I would need to have a moment just to put the remaining bugs that I found during the review, because there are 5 more bugs that I need to put in Jira, right? And some of them are pretty serious, so maybe not serious, but I would like them to be there, to be implemented as soon as possible. So I think that we could have a short, once we close the sprint, I would be grateful if we could have a 5 to 10 minutes break, during which I would put these in Jira, and then we could do the sprint planning.
Sure, David. Okay. So before closing the sprint, just a question. So PEMOB 194 is still in progress status. So shall we close the story, David?
Yes, yes.
You mean 193, 94? Yes, yes, we can close it. We can close it because all the remaining polishes and bug fixes have been put as separate stories, so we can close it.
Okay, fine. Okay, so one other thing which is in open status is the bug. So that is a spillover. So I think you can proceed with closing the sprint now.
Okay.
51 is closed, no?
Sprint complete. Okay.
Okay.
Done.
So we in another 10 minutes.
Yes. So let's make it 10 minutes. So till, well, for me it's 1 o'clock p.m. For you, I believe it's 4:30.
4:20. Yeah, 4:20.
Okay, so it's 4:20 for you. So let's meet at 4:30 your time.
Yeah. Okay.
Gerald, are you going to join us?
Hi.
Gerald?
Sorry, no, I'm not going to. I need other stuff to do. So, but thanks a lot, guys. That was very good. I'm impressed.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
Bye.
So see you in 10 minutes.
Sure, David.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Hi, David.
Hello. Okay. I can hear myself. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, others
All
can.
right.
Mahala.
Who is the screen then?
Yeah, she wants to share her screen, no?
Yeah, good.
So we can proceed with the sprint planning. Is that okay?
Before we proceed, I mean, I did not invite Arek for the planning. So is he recorded for the call?
No, he's not going to join us because he's still finishing his previous sprint in his previous project. I have already, he's going to get PEMOB 136, namely the spike, and that's what he's going to do. So I'm going to assign it to him. I have already discussed it with him, and the first thing he's going to try to do is to try to create this communication between the app and the activity. Okay, is that fine with you?
Yeah, and will he be joining the Scrum from tomorrow?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fine.
One more thing before we start, because what he would need to have from you, and this is rather urgent, unfortunately, namely, he would need to know where to look for this communication. So, would it be possible for you to point him in which piece of code the activities get displayed in the app? Would it be possible for you to share some piece of rough documentation where he is supposed to look for that?
Yeah.
I think maybe we can have a quick call with Arek and show him a quick demo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He would prefer to read it in an email, right? If possible, please write it down. This is going to be much better. If it's still if he still has questions, then we can have a call. But it would be much better if you described it to him. Would it be possible for you to do that? You can do it either after this call or even your morning, because we start 4 hours later. So you still have some time to do that. But please point him in which files this process takes place, and in which methods. Okay, would that be possible for you?
Yeah, sure, David.
Okay, brilliant.
To mail him and tell him the piece of code to start.
Where should things happen?
Yeah, okay. If he has more questions, then we can have a call.
Exactly.
What else he has?
No, he just
Wants the code information for now. If he wants more, he will reply back. Okay, David. So one more question, David. So we saw the demo in iOS. So what's the plan for the Android team? I mean, do we have any issues we would have to let David know? Yeah.
It is crashing once, not every time, but in some scenarios it is getting crashed. We should check which and when the crash is happening.
After the last
App is crashing. Okay.
the last one.
I mean, do we have a list of scenarios that is causing the crash?
No, it's not consistent.
Yeah.
Okay. But do we have the build ready and shared to David already?
Build is ready, but as we have some crashes, we just want to clear it off and then show it to him properly.
Okay. Is it fixable in a short time or? Okay. So, David, you want the Android build as well, right?
Not necessarily. We can fix the bugs in the next sprint.
Okay. I mean, do you want to have the build now and have the bug fixed in next sprint, or you want the complete build in the next sprint itself?
Well, if possible, please share the build with me. But if there are some occasional crashes, let's fix them in the next sprint. So I'm going to add a story to devoted to that. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, okay, David. You mean we need to have a sub-bug, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Based on the crash app.
So for now, team, who will take the responsibility to send the Android build to David?
Okay.
Okay. Maha, can you do it by end of today, right after the call?
Right now.
Tomorrow morning before the scrum?
Tomorrow morning is okay. It's fine. I'm not going to test it today anyway.
Okay. Okay, fine then. Okay, that's all from our end, David. We can proceed with the planning.
I'm sharing my screen then.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so I put them in some order. So in this sprint, I believe that we should mainly focus on bug fixing, so that we have because what I think is I'm not going to test the iOS version today either, because I have a few meetings after the call and then I need to leave. So I'm going to do that tomorrow morning, right? Possibly before the Scrum meeting tomorrow, but well, more probably after the Scrum meeting. So I'm going to probably put some more bug fixes there. So I think that we need to leave some space for that. So let me create the sprint. Okay, so first of all, we have the spike. As a developer, I need to do an analysis on PEMOB 131, and this is the task for, I'm removing it. It's not going to be Vina, it's going to be Arek. Okay?
Yeah.
So we do not need to discuss that. Then we have an improvement. When the user unlocks a level, all units should be enabled and activities should be downloadable. Right, so this is the thing that stems from what we had. So some of the activities are still disabled, right? When you unlock for example, level 2, right? So we need to, and I asked Ezel if this was possible to be fixed by Friday, and he said that yes. So we can estimate it now, and I would like to put it in the sprint.
Okay. Points, please. It is an improvement story.
It's a bug story.
Improvement story.
Okay. So we scan the call text may tap and scan it, right? So once we scan, it will be removed. Okay, over there. So after that, if we go to some other units, if you pressing doesn't and go to the same unit, actually that call text will there inside it. So we have to remove and make it enabled. So improvement.
That is only you need to remove the call text.
Yeah, call text enabled.
But here, see, when the user unlocks a level, all the units should be enabled. And
that's what all the unit 2, 3, and all, right? So it should be enabled and inside the button as well.
Can we have 3 points for that story, David? 2, 3, 2.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. One more, excuse me, just before we continue, one more thing, one thing came to my mind. So if I unlock, when I try to unlock a product and then I tap later, well, I think there's a bug.
You are scanning level QR code and
No, just Give me a second, just give me a second, sorry. Okay, so I'm tapping this one. Okay, the code is valid, and I tap later. Yeah, because, well, in the lucid chart, let me show it to you. Okay, unlock process. Okay, so let's go. We're scanning. Okay, and when I tap later, look, we have a path here. Leave course setup. You won't be able to access your practice activities now, but you can continue setting up by scanning your QR code again later. And if I tap OK, right, I should be taken back to the screen, right? While currently, if I tap later, it gets unlocked without logging in, right? So it is not what it's supposed to be, right? In the flow.
We haven't said that later on do we?
No, we haven't handled those scenarios.
Yes, David, that later and all we haven't handled actually.
We do not have a separate story for that.
Yes. Yes.
We do not. We do not. So why did you assume that we can handle that later?
No. We thought in the upcoming we'll be handling.
Well, I'm surprised. I thought that it would be handled in this sprint when we are dealing with logging in. So we need to fix it. We need to fix it simply. Okay.
Okay.
So let me add a bug. Yeah. When user refuses to log in, app should not unlock content.
Should we consider this as a story, improvement story, or story?
Because we didn't find the instrument. We have not come across the current.
Should we consider this as a story instead of bug, David?
Well, it's actually it's incomplete implementation of the previous story, right? Because in the previous story it was described that it should be done as in the flow, and the flow was provided as a link. There was a link to the flow, right? That's why I said it was a bug, right? Because this is not handled properly.
Okay. The team feels like it is not mentioned in the description or in the UAC. Which story?
Just we estimated only to display these buttons. Some action before we save it.
Moreover, we don't have the web view. We haven't handled anything. That web view is mentioned there, right? Terms and conditions, links, and all. Some things are pending again.
That mentioned that.
And David, we haven't changed the web view. I mean, the terms and conditions web view link.
Yes. And what does?
No. I'm just mentioning it here.
Okay. Well, I don't see any link to it.
There is no connection between this and that, but then I just wanted to update you that we haven't updated the web view link.
Okay, but it doesn't really matter. Nobody is going to tap that. So that's okay. But well, for me, it's an incomplete implementation of the flow, right? That we all discussed, right? Because we all discussed that during previous sprint planning. Because I showed it to you during the previous sprint planning, And okay, we can call it an improvement, but well, for me, it's an incomplete implementation, no? And it's just a matter of a name, right? Whether it's a bug or an improvement. I don't care actually, but well, I think it should happen, right? That you say that you thought that it would be implemented in at some later point. Well, nobody consulted me about that, actually. You could have asked. If you asked, then I would say yes or no, but I wasn't asked. So let's make it an improvement. So when the user adds later, no, it was I would in a better way. So when the user refuses to log in after sending a QR code from login, right? We should not mock it. This may happen when the user has just scanned a QR code that unlocks the product, and then in the view where it says that the QR code is valid, she the X time in the upper right. All details. Okay, are you still there?
Yes, David.
Okay, right. Do you have any questions concerning the description?
Process is going to be interrupted. Okay, we have a pop-up, right? Do you want to know the text that has to be displayed in that pop-up?
Yeah, it's here in the flow. Right?
Okay. Okay, fine.
Yeah, and it's a standard pop-up. So it's either an Android pop-up or an iOS pop-up.
Okay.
Okay. So when the user taps X or later, we display the pop-up. If the user taps cancel, we go back to the view. But if the user taps OK, we go back here. Okay, but we do not unlock anything. All right, so we still have this these units locked, as if the user did not do anything. Right, so the user must scan a QR code and log in order to unlock the product. Okay. All right, so, but I need to give it high priority.
Okay. Story points, please. How many points?
He's editing it.
It's not editing.
David, can we just have a look at the description again?
Sure. Okay.
If you click OK, you have to go to the courses tab, and if the user clicks on cancel, you have to just close the pop-up.
Okay, can we have 2 points for this story, David?
Okay, no problem. Okay. I would be really, really grateful if these two could be completed by Friday. Is that possible?
Team? 232 and 239. Yes, David, we can make it.
Brilliant. Okay. All right. Now we have 231. So the call to action row does not disappear from the lesson view after I unlock it, right? But we do not estimate bugs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Android version crashes in certain scenarios. I don't know the scenarios. So is it possible for you to create subtasks for that if you know the scenarios?
Okay.
Okay. Okay. The progress of an audio file. So this is a spillover from the previous sprint. Okay.
Okay.
When I open the app, the scanner starts working immediately and it scans QR codes even if I am not in the scan tab. This is a bug from the sheet, right?
Yeah.
So this would need to be fixed too. When I start downloading a lesson or unit and leave the screen, leave the screen, it keeps downloading in the background. When it gets downloaded, clouds do not disappear unless I get one step back in the table of contents. Well, I made it a major, but I think that we do not. It's not that important. Sorry. So we do not need to do it now. Okay. As a user, I want the app to remember I have got access to a particular product to avoid the necessity to scan the code again, right? So this is the so when I have scanned, logged in, etc., the app should remember that, because currently it is going to, when I kill the app, I enter it again, the call to action rows are going to go back and so on. So I would like this story to be fixed to fix this, so that the app simply remembers that I have access to level 2, etc. Okay. So that's what it's all about. Right. So yeah. So unless you have any questions, could we estimate it?
He says if a particular level code is scanned, then that particular level's call to action row has to be hidden. So for now, level 2, it's not hidden, right? That's the USC.
Story also we have taken. Lesson
He's
is
just splitting the
downloadable.
things.
See, for okay, can you tell me what is 232?
Just
What is that?
See, the level is still unlocked.
if the user has a level code, we show a pop-up. Okay, if the user clicks on OK, we have to navigate to the courses page, and clicks on cancel, we have to stay in the same page.
If it is on OK, we will allow them to download. It is already happening. See, that
Imagine if we go on to level 2 by scanning the keyword. That
the second time you are telling.
it's coming, right? That like scan the keyword.
That page should not come. I mean, the repeatedly scanning should not happen. Once, if you just scan a code, we should just save it like a level 2 has been scanned. Something like that, we have to save it.
Call to action. You don't call to action. That's what we
Actually, David, we have a small clarification. The bill which we have provided you right now, it has, I mean, already been done. The call to action row will.
we explain the 232. Then what is the problem?
That is the bug. What is the story?
232 is not a bug. That is also a story.
Okay, see that story also telling the same thing, and this bug also telling the same thing. That's what we are asking.
This is
Or do we need to fix it?
This is also not a bug. This is also a story. David, can you please tell us the difference between 232 and functionality in 46?
Okay,
Because
so let me just update it. Okay, let me see. 232. When the user unlocks. Okay, so this is something completely different because look, let me stop sharing my screen so that I can show it to you.
Okay.
Because if I open the app, right, I have already unlocked level 2, right? So there are no call to action rows. And if I kill the app, so I do something like this, and then I swipe up, so the app has been killed. When I enter the app, I'm in level 2, but call to action rows are back. Okay? So the app simply does not remember that I have already unlocked level 2. That's what this story is about.
No, see, what we have done now is, why we are showing that call to action, we need to unlock the remaining levels.
Yes.
Okay. See, how the user will go is, while after clicking on unit 1, he will tap on call to action, he will scan the level 2 QR code. Okay. So after that, user is entering inside level 1. You click OK. That time we don't want to show that.
What about the level?
That's what it's doing. The story is, see, now you have scanned level
Unless we unlock all the levels, the call to action should
not be there.
should appear, right?
No.
It should come one after the other.
Or how will it come?
We include it and then
Oh, all the levels.
Ah, that one I'm asking.
But it is not handled.
See, this story is related whether it should have the call to action or not.
See, after the user scans the level, we should not display that. All the levels.
That one I'm asking. We need to that for all the levels or only for one scan. In the one scan, we will unlock all
I
the
think you
levels.
can ask David directly.
David, if we scan the QR, whether we'll unlock all the levels, second level will unlock it.
The query is
When you scan a QR code for a level, let's say, for example, for level 1, when I go to level 1, I can only, when I install the app for the first time, I can open a unit 1 in level 1, and I can download activities and so on. But if I want to open the unit 2, I cannot do that, right? Because it's locked. So I need to tap the call to action row, then scan a QR code for this product. Then level 1 gets unlocked, so I can access any activity I want, and this is described here in PEMOB 2032. And then if I close the app, I kill it. So I remove it from the memory, right? Not from the device, but from the memory. And I open it again. Again, level 1 is again locked. In order to access activities, because call to action rows are appearing and so on, I need to unlock level 1 again, right? And I don't want to do that. I just want the app to remember that I have already unlocked level 1 and I have access to all activities there. So I don't want the app to display call to action rows and to disable activities there. Okay?
So David is saying, like, when we are inside the app, it's properly working, but then if I kill the app and come again, it's coming, I mean, the call to action row showing again.
Exactly.
We are asking, see, we need to unlock all the levels, then only we need to disappear the call to action, right?
Not all the levels, not all the levels, just one level. I have just unlocked level 1, for example, and I want the app to remember that I have unlocked level 1. If I then unlock level 2, I want the app to remember that I have unlocked level 1 and level 2, etc. Okay?
Okay, so this is 232. Then what is that bug?
Okay, David. So, what is 46 is your question, right? Both are not bugs.
Yeah. One is story and one another is.
Both are.
Both are stories.
Okay, then what is the second story?
Can you explain 46 as well, David?
Well, I've just explained 46.
Okay, so sorry. So how about 232 then?
Okay, when the user unlocks a level and then kills the app and opens it again, the app forgets that the level has already been unlocked and it displays the call to action rows again. In this story, the app should save the information that the user has unlocked a level, and when the user kills the app and opens it again, the call to action rows in this level should not appear anymore, and the user should be able to access all activities in this level as if he has just unlocked it. Okay? So, and the acceptance criteria are open the app, unlock a level, kill the app, open the app again, see the level is still unlocked. Call to action rows are not displaying. I can download activities in all units for the unlocked. So, the difference between 2032 and this one is that 232 works fine, but it does not get saved, right? So whenever I open the app again after it's been killed, I need to unlock the level again. What I want the app to do is remember that I have already unlocked this level. Okay? Is that clear now?
Clear, team?
We feel like both are doing the same thing.
We feel like
Both the same scenarios.
David, the team still feels both have the same scenarios.
Okay, so let me update it. Well, because Well, this is not the same. Well, this is the same scenario in a way, because what I want is that the app, because currently 232 is going to happen only if I have just unlocked the product. So I have just scanned a QR code, logged in, right? And I have access to the level. But when I kill the app and open it again, I do not have access to the level anymore. I need to scan the product again. Well, I want the app to remember that I have already scanned this product and I have already unlocked it.
Okay, David.
What about 46?
46 here. I mean, the 46 is the one he previously explained.
No, what he explained is 46 here.
Okay.
Do you want me to show it to you again?
No.
LL is clear.
LL is clear, David. So I think.
All right. Okay.
So should we proceed to story points now? Yeah. Or you can ask Eril to explain so that everybody is on same page.
2 points.
2 points for 46, Eril. Okay, team, do you 2 or 3? 2 is enough? Okay. You want Eril or David to repeat again, team?
No. We can explain this.
Yeah, or later. Later, offline. Okay. Okay, David, we can proceed with the next.
So 2
Next
points.
Yeah, 2 points.
Okay, brilliant. Okay. All right. Now, the one stemming from the previous sprint, when I type in a password in the login screen, the screen should go up so that I can see the field I'm currently editing, right?
Is this for Shake?
No, I guess we'll be given the functionality.
Okay. So, are you clear with the story?
Yeah.
Can we proceed with
Yeah.
story points? Okay.
When it's just something more.
1 point. 1 point, David. Seriously? Okay.
Okay. Apply the appropriate UI style to the sign out button as in the respective Android mockup, right? Apply the style to the sign out button in iOS. In iOS as in the respective Android mockup.
So, this story is exclusively for Shake, right? Okay. How many points, Shake? 1 point? Okay. 1 point for the story.
Okay. Okay, so next one. As a user, I want to see the help screen when I tap the help button in the scan tab to learn what I should scan. And I put the mockup here. This is exactly the same mockup that is shown when you go to the scan tab. Okay, so it's exactly the same. So when I tap scan, I can see that there are buttons at the bottom: cancel and help. If I tap help, I should see the screen with the instructions. Okay, but I'm going to make it a bit harder because in the help screen, when I tap X, I want to go back to the scan tab.
team. Estimation. Two, three, five. Can we have 2 points for 235, David?
No problem. Two points, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so how many points have we taken? 11 points. And okay, I will not consider spike because Oracle will be working on it. And other than that, we have 4 bugs.
And there are going to, I believe there might be some more after my testing tomorrow, right? So, well, if they are minor, then I'm going to put them in the backlog. But if there are any major ones that may appear, I may try to negotiate with you that we put them in the sprint. So I think that we can stop at this point.
Okay, David. So only 2 bugs. I mean, not the bugs. Only 2 stories is required for Friday, or is there any other priorities? I mean, this sprint board.
232. So okay, 239. Okay, and 231. Would that be possible too? The rest could be later, but these 3, if possible, would be great if I could have a build for Friday with these 3.
Team, is that okay? 2 stories, 2 increment stories, I guess, and 1 more. Yeah, then we will reprioritize. For now, it is okay to have 3, right? For Friday. Yeah, David, we are okay.
Okay, so just to make it clear, I'm going to change the priorities to critical, so that you can see which ones are these. Apart from the spike, because the spike, as you know, this is for Alex, so just can skip one. But just these 3 are going to be critical. The rest can be done during the sprint. And as I said, tomorrow, before and after the scrum, I'm going to do some testing, and there might be some more that are going to appear. But then, as I said, we can discuss whether we are going to include it in the sprint or just put them in the backlog. If it turns out that you have some free time in the sprint, we can add some more things from the backlog.
Okay. Okay, David. So now shall we proceed with assigning the people to the stories?
Okay. All right. So 136 is Arek.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have 232.
232. Who will pick up that story? Edel, are you okay with that? Yeah, Edel will be working on it, David. Okay. 239. Is it you, Gautam?
239.
Edel. Huh? Okay. Edel will be working on it, David.
Is a master bug fixer. If something is for Friday, then it's always Ezel.
Okay, so 231. Ram or Edel? Okay, Ram Kumar will be taking this with 231.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be Ezel too. Okay, very good. All right, Android. This was supposed to be Maha. No.
Is it Maha or Veena? Veena, David.
Dina, okay.
Veena, you will have to find out the scenarios, the failure scenarios, list that, and then you'll have to work on it. Yeah. Okay, so 193 is Ram Kumar. 225.
Yeah, this is obviously Gautam.
Keyword scanner.
Okay.
I believe that Gautam is going to take offense at Anzil because there's a QR here and Gautam is not responsible for that. So I don't think Gautam is going to like it. But yeah, I bet that this is definitely Gautam.
Yes, David. Yeah, it's for Gautam. Okay, 46.
Okay.
Ram Kumar. Mahav. Who? Which one you want? 232 is already assigned to you. Okay, this is for Maha. Maha David, 46. Okay, so 234.
I have a small suggestion here.
Mm-hmm.
David, can we just I need some more points because this involves more of a UI thing also. I will need his help also. That's why. As I just checked it, we have to do some UI corrections also on that.
Okay, so you want 2 points. David, can we have 2 points for this story because it involves UI, correction as well?
Yeah, I agree. I thought that one was a bit too low, so I want to actually just adjust the same. So yeah, it is okay.
Okay, and this is for you, Gautam? Okay. And 236 would be for Sheikh. MEP.
Okay.
Top. Which one?
He does not have a picture, that's why. Mohammed Sheikh.
Mohammed Mohideen Sheikh. It's not listed in here, right?
Why?
It's here. Yeah. Okay, the last one, 235. Maha will work on it, David.
Okay. Okay. All right. So everything is assigned. As I said, tomorrow I'm going to do the testing. So there might be some other critical things that may appear, but hopefully not.
Okay.
And then we'll simply discuss that when I'm done with this.
Sure, David. So once you are done with testing and then entering them in the sprint board, we can give the start sprint, right? Tomorrow?
Okay. All right. So I'm not starting it. We're going to start it as of tomorrow, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Very good. Brilliant.
Okay, David. So that's all for today, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me think. Oh, by the way, backend update. We have already discussed the backend part with IPG, and with Ian, we have also established a few details on how we're going to fetch activities and so on. So we're going to have some changes here that I want to, because Ian is currently working on the diagram that is going to present the whole process. And when the diagram is ready, we're going to have a call with you, and then we can present it to you so that you know how we're going to do that. But this is going to happen, well, later, right? Not now. Probably after this sprint. This is my dream that we can do that after this sprint. Okay, so we can start integrating with backend at least in this part where we're going to fetch direct links to activities. because the backend part is going to decide whether we can download an activity or not, etc. Okay?
Okay, David.
So if you have any questions, so when I receive a diagram, I'm going to share it with you immediately so that you can prepare, you can read it. If you have any questions, you can send them over to me and I'll ask Ian to respond to them. But yeah, and then we can have a call at which we're going to discuss that.
Okay, David, sure.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much, and thank you very much for the sprint, for everything you have accomplished, and well done. As Gerald said, well, he was impressed, so I'm impressed too, and I'm going to test it tomorrow. Hopefully, I will still be impressed, and then we can continue with our good job.
Thanks, David. Thank you.
Thank you. See you tomorrow.
Yeah, sure, David. See you.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye.